Pregnancy is a gift of nature, but it is also a complex biological process that comes with a lot of complications that one may or may not be prepared to handle. No one understands it better than Professor Dr. C. Muhammad Ashraf, who has more than 25 years of experience as an infertility consultant.
My vision in starting Argenomics is to provide an awareness among the public on the need and significance of genetic testing in the very early phase of pregnancy.
He is joined by Chief Geneticist Dr. Ritu Nair, who holds a PhD in human genetics. She is an experienced geneticist who has dedicated her life to researching genetic disorders. Dr. Nausheen Ashraf completes the team as a well-experienced clinician.
Genetics is the science of heredity. Reproductive medical genetics is one of the specialty of genetics, which involves the diagnosis and management of genetic diseases which happens in the complicated phases of human reproduction.
Globally, at least 7.6 million children are born annually with genetic diseases. And in our country, nearly 500,000 population are affected with genetic diseases, either of known or unknown origin.
Genetic diseases unfortunately have no cure. That is why it is very important to prevent it through the most advanced technologies, be it in any stages of pre-pregnancy or during pregnancy.
Vast majority of these chromosomally abnormal pregnancies may end up in early or late miscarriages or late intrauterine deaths as well. But a significant number of babies will survive till 2 to 5 years with severe morbidity and constant battle between life and death in conditions like thalassemia, spinal muscular atrophy, and Tay-Sachs disease.
Argenomics has a state-of-the-art, well-equipped medical genetics lab with highly modern sophisticated technologies to detect genetic abnormalities from chromosome, gene, and genome level.
Argenomics is an independent advanced genetics laboratory offering the most comprehensive procedures in prenatal diagnosis like pre-implantation genetic screening or diagnosis using state-of-the-art technology.
With our next generation technology called the Ion S5 XL sequencer, the most specialized techniques like the NIPT and PGS can now be performed very efficiently.
PGD or PGS treatment would be a blessing for these couples to have their own healthy babies.
At Argenomics, even prior to a pregnancy, genetic counselor may assess your risk by asking you about your previous health and pregnancy history and the health and the reproductive history of others in your family. Before and during your pregnancy, we offer you a number of screening tests to determine if you may be at increased risk for birth defects or inherited conditions in your children.
Some couples are at high risk of having abnormal conceptions if they have a previous history of an abnormal child or a family history.
This is when PGS comes into picture. It helps in selecting chromosomally normal embryos.
Through PGS, all the 23 pairs of chromosomes can now be screened on embryo level using the next generation sequencer.
Till recent years, we the clinicians from Kraft as well as many other IVF specialists from different centers in India had been availing these high-end services from either Europe or US. After the inception of Argenomics, these genetic services can now be availed in India.
NIPT is a form of prenatal diagnosis which uses the cell-free fetal DNA from mother's blood and analyzes and assesses the full fetal chromosomal abnormalities. This technology facilitates a 23 chromosome screening which is performed at 9 weeks of pregnancy, which is much earlier than the early target scan. It has 99.9% efficiency and even twins and vanishing twin pregnancies can now be screened.
Another proven technology that Argenomics brings to you is ERGA, that is endometrial receptor gene assay. By this technique, we assess the genes related to endometrial receptivity and thereby provide a personalized period of window of implantation. Once we get to know this window, we can time the embryo transfer accordingly. This would be beneficial for those couples who are having recurrent implantation failure even after the transfer of many good quality embryos.
Argenomics is at your service for providing the most advanced facilities along with a dedicated team which works around the clock to ensure that your dreams of having a healthy baby are accomplished.
thanks to the medical science that the genetic diseases can now be screened and prevented both pre-conception and post-conception.
For this, we expect all your support in future.
This was my vision in bringing up this world-class facility to India by utilizing the high-end equipments and highly skilled team of geneticists under the able leadership of Dr. Rithu Nair, who has a lot of experience in these fields. Hence, Argenomics stands at the forefront in offering solutions to all these genetic abnormalities.
Argenomics, one-stop solution for all pre- and postnatal genetic conditions. Visit www.argenomics.org.